guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing some refreshing of my kitchen decor. As you can see, I'm just kind of showing you all of the fall decor that I've had from previous years. I decided to lay everything out, that way I can see what I have and kind of shop my own decor. So that's what I plan to do this season. Is just pick and choose and kind of refresh what I have going on with these items. So before I get into the decor and all the fun stuff, I wanted to show you all some items that I picked up from the thrift store. I went to my local Goodwill on the other day and I picked up a few items that I seen that I could probably use in my decor. So I've been looking for some books to style with, in particular some black and gold, or some black books with like the gold binding on it. I may even redo the books and paint them or something to that nature, but I actually like these particular books the way that they are, as well as, who knows, I could even possibly read them one day because they're pretty okay reads from what I can see. But this particular one, I like that it had the gray cover with the black binding and the gold details on it. So I thought I can style those two books somewhere around the house. Seeing that black and gold is an accent color that I use quite often. Now this particular book, I really love that it was a neutral color. I like the tan or taupe with the khaki camel color and the gold accent on the binder of it. I have no interest in reading this particular one. I just really love the color and the design of the book. So I plan to use this somewhere in my home just to style them. Okay, now as I was leaving out of the store, I walked upon this candle. I was like, how befitting. It's fall in season. Let's get this pumpkin. The only thing is it had this wording engraved in the candle, but I thought that's okay. The candle can be turned around and still used just as well. Then the last thing I got was this, this plant. This plant had these two stems or picks inside of it. I thought it did not go together, so I just pulled them out. This to me is something that I would use for Christmas possibly. This one almost is shaped like a Christmas tree, so I would just use that somewhere for greenery or accent in my home. Then this plant here, the entire arrangement was only $1.99. So I was like, I couldn't leave it. I thought the detail on this planter here was really, really cute. As well as I thought this fern was really nice as well. Now, it's not really stable inside of this planter, but it will be nothing to add some additional foam or even glue to this to hold this together. Now, I didn't show you this in my styling portion, but I ended up putting this on top of my refrigerator. Okay guys, now that I've shown you what the kitchen looks like before, I'm now going to remove everything, all decor from the kitchen. I want to have a clean slate and a fresh start. That way my mind can be clear, the creative juices can flow, and I can maybe think of some new ideas or something fresh to do for the kitchen. So let's get all this stuff put away. Okay guys, now that I've gotten all of the decor off of the counter and tabletop, it's time to get started cleaning and wiping everything down. I'm using my favorite fall Mrs. Meyer scent, apple cider. This is one that I can use all year round. So if you've tried it, you know what I mean. But if not, definitely the next time you're in the store, check it out and see if you like it. So I'm just going to get everything wiped down and cleaned off, and then we're going to get started with redecorating the kitchen. Alright guys, so I'm back. I finally finished getting the kitchen together. I didn't record the process because I wanted to take my time and kind of play around with some different things and then come back and just give you a tour of what I did. So I'm going to talk you through everything that I did and where I got the pieces from. So we're going to start here with my kitchen table. If you notice, this is the vase that I actually DIY'd on the other vlog that I showed you. I ended up putting it here on this center table. I decided not to paint it for now. I left it white just to have a little light contrast on the wood table. So I took some picks that I had already and placed it inside of this vase. So this is one green stem, and then I had these other picks that I just added to it. I thought would be really nice as some green and tan contrast for this white vase. And then I didn't put my plates on the table. I normally don't put plates on this particular table because most of the time if we have guests over, this is where everyone tends to sit. So I just put my black placemats that I got from Target, and then I got my thrifted tan weave or woven placemats that I thrifted from the Goodwill, and they were $1 a piece. So I really like how this came out. It's simple but still cozy for the fall season. Now I wanted to show you this wall over here. I'm still in the process of deciding exactly what I want to do with these two walls. We've thrown a whole lot of ideas around, from putting a TV on the wall to putting shelving on the wall, like a floating shelf. But what I just decided to do for now was take this greenery here that I picked up from Target. I had this somewhere else, but I decided to put it right there since that wall was kind of bare. And then I have this shelf here, which I picked up from Hobby Lobby from their spring sale. I can't remember how much it was, but that's where I got it from. And then I just added that orange vase that I got from the dollar store, along with those picks that came from the dollar store as well. So I'm going to leave this way for now until I finalize and decide on what I want to do. I'm still in the process of playing around with some different things as far as decor, so a lot of things may change, but for now I'm satisfied with how. As for window treatment, I have to purchase some blinds. Some curtains for this window. I'm still deciding on the color, texture, and all of that I want to get, but for now I'm satisfied with just those blinds being there. I love having them open to get the natural light inside. So we're gonna just leave it the way that it is for now until I decide on my curtains. And then I had a plant over here in this corner, but I removed it because I felt like it was clashing with my arrangement that I have on the table. Then I have this clock here. So for now, I think it's really clean, simple, and still just perfect for the season. So until I decide on what I'm going to do as far as the window treatment. Okay, now let's go to this area of my counter. I have my stand mixer here along with this crate. This crate I've had for quite some time. I can't even remember where I got it from. I added this picture on top along with these pumpkins just to add a little pop of color. This picture I got from Hobby Lobby during their spring sale. I believe it was like $11. So I decided to just prop it up here on this crate. I have this crate here. It's camouflaging some like my internet cable box because it's behind there. So that's why I decided to create that little moment right there on the counter. And I think it's cute. It's out of the way. It's not interfering with anything. I've been debating on putting that picture. I have two pictures very similar to that on the wall right here. So I'm not sure. I've even played around with the idea of doing some open floating shelves right there. So still really playing around with that and considering that for the future, but for now I really like how it looks. This is the opposite side of that stand mixer. I have this Hello Fall towel here that I picked up from the Target dollar spot. I have my cake stand, which is from Hearth and Hand from Target as well. And then I have my dough bowl here, and I just put a fall towel, a little greenery, and my rolling pins here. Then above my sink, I always pretty much keep this the same. I always have my faux herbs here. I've tried to have the real herbs before, but I just can't seem to keep them alive. So I opted for these faux herbs. I picked these up from Old Time Pottery a couple of years ago, and I really love how they look. Then on the side of my sink here, I have this DIY stand that I made with a 50-cent plate and bowl from Target. And then I have just my essentials that I use on a daily basis, my multi-purpose cleanser, my dish soap, and my hand soap. Moving along to this side, I switched up my coffee area a little bit. I added this rotating Lazy Susan here to put the Alexa on. I added this little bar stand that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And I put this gold tray here just to add a little pop of gold here for my coffee station. Changed out my coffee mug to a more festive, colorful mug. And I really like how this came out. Now let me show you what this is back here. This is just like a little small pitcher that I picked up from Ross. The pitcher was like $3.99, and I placed that floral that I had from many years ago inside of it just to add a little light contrast to this corner. And then I have the cookie jars that needs to be refilled here, but I just put like a wood plaque or stand here that I actually thrifted from the Goodwill. It was $2, and it came in perfect to hold these cookie jars. And then here I have another little moment here just to kind of camouflage this plug that I have on this side, and it's just some cutting boards and a little small plant that I picked up from Target. Alright guys, this is the last section of the kitchen that I wanted to show you. I switched it up just a little bit on this side. I added my Broyhill candle that I love so much. I picked that up from Hobby Lobby. I mean, not from Hobby Lobby. I picked that Broyhill candle up from Big Lots, and it smells amazing. If I find it again, I'm going to buy several of them because it smells so good. Let's see what the scent is. That way you'll know. Mahogany Vetiver. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it was $10 from Big Lots. Love it. Then I got these cutting boards here along with my olive oil and vegetable oil sitting in this black stand that I picked up from the Target dollar spot. And I have my Happiness is Homemade sign that I can't remember where I got it from, but it's so cute. I have my canisters along with my mixing spoons. I got my paper towels here and just a little decorative accent over here in this corner. So I really love how everything came out. And yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video of me decorating the kitchen or refreshing the kitchen for the fall season. And I'll see y'all in the next one.